What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. Das. We get it in. But before we get it in, let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the collective clips. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put the notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that this guy right here, stays kicking, brother, right? So we can get into all the shenanigans of Superwood. Welcome back. Hey, Peckerwoods are us, brother. Make sure that you have your double bubbler on bubbleization because we're about to get into a methed up situation. It's about to be all bad right now. Back to Superwood and the Roach shenanigans at their finest. That's right. You tell them, brother. If it ain't white, it ain't right. And if it's right, it's probably because it's white, brother. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that movie, The Purge? Remember when the Ku Kluckers were clucking the clue? That's what we were doing, brother. All up in prison. We were all up in them guts. Like, all up in them guts? No, it's metaphorically speaking, brother, right? We're going to get into another fucking situation where this vato went to a rehab, an inpatient rehab, and he wanted to call and tell me all about it and how I was going to help him escape the rehab that he could have just easily left. Why we have to do a big old escape when you can just leave? You can walk away. You can go, Bamuski, shoot the moon, get the fuck out of there. The vato could have easily called me, hey, brother, I want to go to the taco truck, eat some of them carne asada tacos with the mayo salsa. Come pick me up. I'd have picked up. Don't take me there. Take me home. But he didn't do it like that. He made this. I thought, because I didn't know exactly where he was at, that there was actually a situation where I was going to have to extract him. I was going to have to do the Sylvester Stallone escape plan and extract him. Man, this motherfucker got me in more trouble than it was worth. Let me tell you what happens. So I told you guys that Roach, he was always one of those dudes that was like confused. Brother, I'm a white man and I do white shit all the time. And take me to my black old lady's house, right? I'm like, what? Why? What is white about that? Because I'm just doing what we've been doing for 1,000 years, brother. Like that, the white man that was dealing with the blacks 1,000 years ago. Well, fuck it. Thousands, hundreds, and thousands. It's all good, bro. What would you rather have, 100 or 1,000? 1,000, exactly. So he was always one foot in, one foot out. Like he was a confusing person, but you could tell he had a good heart. He was trying to do the best he could. You know, he tried to do the best. Brother, I don't mind paisas. I know every time I say bad shit about them, but I don't mind a paisa. I really don't. As long as they're in Mexico, everything's going to be like, you know what I mean? It was like halfway in, halfway out. So anyways, his head father calls me and she was like, I need you to come over here. And I was like, oh, nah, man, I don't want to go over there to Big Booty Judy. What? I mean, his mom was a mean old lady with a big old butt. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I can get a glimpse. I pull up. She was like, Roach keeps calling you over and over again, but he can only call my phone. He's in a program. Now, when I think program, I don't think AA, NA, fucking, I think prison programs. I'm like, damn, he's back locked up. I just talked to that motherfucker like 2 weeks ago. She was like, he's in some drug program. He needs to call you. He needs to talk to you. He says, be here. So I'm sitting there all day. You want a tuna sandwich? Oh, shit. I thought you made that earlier when she walked by, right? She was like, no, I just started making them about 5 minutes ago. You want one? I was like, damn, why is she being extracurricular fucking with this Mexican, right? She usually doesn't like us. So I'm like, no, I've had enough tuna already, right? Because she's walked by a few times. So eventually the phone rings. She's like, he's right here. Mexican, he wants you. Never gunner, never skinner, never my name. You know what I'm saying? It was always just Mexican. You knew there was some fucking House of 1,000 Corpses shit going on. So I answered the phone. What's up, big Roach? He's like, brother, it's a bad situation, brother. First of all, my methadone ain't methadoning. I'm like, why do you need methadone, bro, if you don't even do that shit? Bro, I got into it and I got out of it and I got back into it and now I'm trying to get back out of it. Are you going to help me get in or out? I said, well, where do you want to be? I'd rather be in, but I guess I got to be out. I'm like, all right, so what's up? Brother, I'm going to put together a pack of woods. The Peckerwoods are us, we're calling ourselves. There's a gang of good brothers in here I never knew, and we need you to give us a ride. I said, where to? Sacramento, brother. We're going to go chill with Dwarfwood. I said, all right, well, shit, what time you want me to pick you up? See, I was not thinking that I was extracting them from a place that they shouldn't be leaving. These guys were in an inpatient program that was court ordered. It wasn't necessarily just, hey, let me walk in and say, I need to get right. It wasn't the Betty Ford clinic. it was the For Betty clinic. It was a different one. It was a little bit more hardcore. It was like a halfway house where these vatos halfway wanted to get the hell out of there. So I'm like, all right, what time you want me to pick you up? Pick us up about 6, brother. Program shutdown's about 5:30. Pick us up about 6. We'll all be waiting in the front or on the side by the bushes with our backpacks. I'm like, damn, is this? I don't want to be involved in an escape. Like, bro, I'm not really trying to help. Like, where are you at? He said, brother, I'm in an inpatient treatment program. And guess what? The treatment ain't cool here. And I don't want to be an inpatient anymore. I want to be an outpatient out on a different program. I said, all right, I got you, Roach. I get you. He's like, brother, there's like 6 of us. I said, man, who are these fucking dudes you met? Can I trust them? Brother, I fucking put my white skin on it. I skin it. I skin it. I was like, okay. All right, cool. I agree. And so I pull up a little bit early because I'm smart. I've been one of those dudes, like, you're going to go hit a lick. You're going to go do anything. You pull up early. You tell them, hey, I'll be there at 5. You're there at 3:30. You understand? So you can peek and survey the situation. Because in the rough and tumble game of the woods, man, there's always a setup. There's always like, so what's going to really? So meanwhile, he's telling me, oh, yeah, brother, don't even trip. I got my Mexican partner. He's going to come. How do I know those skinhead motherfuckers you're with, those woods that you're with, even care about a Mexican? Oh, brother, it's cool. He's going to come get us, and we're going to take his fucking ride. We're going to ride out to the honeycomb hideout. Is it all right if we stop at my black old ladies? Right? Like, what? So anyways, Roach was, I can only imagine what he's telling him. Look, brother, he's a dude I met over a spilled cup of coffee. And you already know with us woods, you fuck up when you spill a cup of coffee. That's why we eat it. Just eat it. Don't cheat it, right? So he's probably telling him some crazy shit. We're just going to take his car and leave him on the side of the road in Sacramento, right? And then we're going to go over there and really we're just going to peel out, brother. We're going to peel. It was one eye open. We're going to peel out, brother. Because he had no teeth. But that wasn't what he was telling him. He was telling him, man, let's go. But that's what I was imagining as I'm sitting there early. So sure enough, I start seeing them come out. They're all smoking cigarettes. One thing about a white man is if his fingers are not orange, then I'll be dying right now. A white man's fingers stay orange. When they're really a smoker, because they smoke those Camel Nons, all the way down to the fingerprint. Sucking fingerprint in. These vatos have no fingerprints. That's why they're not scared to do a crime. Brother, they're not going to even know it's me. I'm a white man, so first and foremost, they're going to focus on a black guy. And then, I don't got no fingerprints. Ben smoked them off in Old Folsom, right? So, I get there. All these guys are coming out. They got their backpacks on. There's one dude. He's armied out the game. He's a skin. You can tell his head's all tattooed. I'm like, why is it that everywhere Roach goes, he runs into the right people at the wrong time or the wrong people at the right time? So Roach comes running up to the car. He's like, brother, you came. I didn't expect you to come. You're a man of your word. Now you make me a man of my word. See, I told you guys the essays always pull up. I said, the NA. Brother, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. You're right. You got gas? I was like, no, we're going to have to stop. What the fuck you mean we're going to have to stop at a gas station, brother? Everyone shoot a 5. Shoot a 5, brother. Shoot a 5. Not a fucking high 5, stupid, a 5. So we go to Arco AMPM. We put in some gas. And we got all these guys, and I'm like, so what was up with the program? Brother, it was abusive in there. It was fucking abusive. I think they were taking it out on us because we were just born white, brother. You know what I'm saying? That comes with privilege, brother. That comes with honor. That comes with integrity. What's that other big word we said? Yeah, that comes with righteousness, brother. And they were showing the blacks and the Mexicans in there too much love. Like I wasn't Mexican. Like I just wasn't feeling for the people, right? They were just showing them too much fucking love. Giving them extra sack lunches. Letting them have extra rec time. I said, wait up, bro. Were you in prison or a inpatient program? Like, you guys, brother, they had me all doped up. I mean, that was the good part. That was fun. That was extracurricular. But besides that, I mean, look, let this Wood tell you a story. Tell him, Wood. He's like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Cat got his tongue, brother. Actually, Cat didn't get his tongue. A Paisa got his tongue, cut his shit off. But what he meant to say was, it was all bad, brother. Right? Take us to fucking Dwarfwood's house. So I'm like, all right, cool. So these guys all had different personalities. Like I'm used to OG super woods, like Roach, big old whip, no teeth, meth burns on the face. Like this is the type of guys that I'm used to being around. Bikers, you know what I'm saying? Hell's Angels, Mongolia, all that. I'm not used to like fucking militant, crazy, fucking, hey, I know they're coming. I know they're coming. We're living in a matrix. I'm not used to those type of woods, but I was going to get used to them on this ride. So we stopped to get gas. And there's this badass white chick coming. I won't say she was bad, but she was badder than most, right? She comes out, and the one fucking army skinhead is like, hey, you want to go for a ride? There is one Mexican driving and 6 tweaked out white dudes that were just coming from an inpatient program. We just reek prison and pussy. She ain't going to come in. She was like, No. What do you mean, no? I'm a white man. You don't tell a white man no. I was like, oh, on that note, we're just going to hurry up and get the fuck up out of here before we're fucking a white and a Mexican man locked up in a county jail in no matter where the fuck we're at. We were in Stockton at that time, right? So bam, or excuse me, not Stockton and Tracy. So bam, we fucking make it to fucking Sacramento. Dwarfs all happy. Hey, what's up, Roach, man? What's up, Wood? You made it. You made it. Hey, I got some camaradas here. You like that? See, I learned. I just got out of prison. I was there with the Sureños. You know, we kick it with them and we got camaradas. So he had a few biker dudes. He always kicked it with the Sacramaniacs. He thought he was one. I don't know if he was. But he had a few of them cats there. And these woods are all fucking infatuated because these dudes are all blasted. Now, these are the type of woods I'm used to. Blasted. They got old Folsom, a product of old Folsom right here. They got a meth pipe like fucking tattooed right here. They got a meth pipe in their front pocket. Like, these are the type of motherfuckers I'm used to. It's normal. But I start to realize, what am I doing? There's too many white men in one area for me to be there. It's like being on a yard on the wood side. Hey, bro, it's the first time you ever got to kick it on our side. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Yeah. Over here, bro, we don't sleep. See, we got rules over here. This is how Roach would put it. Rule number 1, always be on your toes, brother, which means don't never go to sleep. So I don't care if it's coffee or meth, something gives, right? Number 2, if you don't sex play, you probably won't fit in, brother. I'm like, what? And I don't mean like digging all up in Wes Watson's crevice. Let him do that. He does that himself quite graciously. You know what I mean? Like credit check, brother. A little pat on the back, a little smack on the butt. You know what I mean? Good game. I like the way you stabbed him. Good game, right? You got to go with that. 3, and most importantly, every time we go to canteen, you got to buy up all the Mountain Dew. That's just right. Do the do, brother. Do the do. And 4, and we like to skip 4 because we don't fuck with Norteños. But number 4 is always understand that white is right. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I don't fit into any of those rules, bro, because I don't like Mountain Dew. I mean, it's all right, but I'd rather drink Sprite. Brother, it's sacrilegious. Brother, you know, as a wood, you have to eat vanilla ice cream and drink Mountain Dew, and not in that order, right? I'm like, preferably in between methadone shots. I'm like, oh, shit. This is just what they do. So I'm kicking around all these guys. They're barbecuing. You ever been with into a white man's barbecue? Yeah, whatever goes, as long as they pour beer on it. Hey, brother, you ever had beer can chicken? Right? Hey, brother, you ever had beer can hamburgers? Hey, brother, you ever had beer can meth? Like, no, I've never had any of that. Specifically, not the third one, right? So they're all getting tweaked out. They're kicking it. And that dude's tripping out, though. Like, he's like a fucking militant one. And he's like, are you going to take me to Sonora? Are you going to take me to Sonora? Now we have to backtrack to go to Sonora. And Roach is like, listen here, brother. I told you I'm going to drop all you guys off at your spot. I was like, hey, Roach, I ain't even got gas money. Don't give me a 5. Give me a 5. Look, brother, we're going to make it happen. But before we make it happen, there's a guy that owes me money. And I figured since we're here, we might as well go over there and rattle a few chains. You know what I mean? We're going to rattle a few chains. But here, pop this tape in, brother. I was like, hey, my shit takes CDs. Well, fuck it. Hey, Dwarfwood, let's listen to some Metallica, brother, because we're about to ride the white lightning. So this motherfucker takes me all over looking for this Asian dude that owes him some money. Figures that if we're with all these woods, we got Dwarfwood in the back in his little Jeep. This flat a converted Jeep. It was a little Jeep that I don't know how he drove it, but he's a little person driving a Jeep with 3 big ass fucking woods in the back. I'm like, oh man, I'm going straight to prison. What am I doing here? Right? The other dudes all tweaked out. Like, I remember when I was in the Gulf War, I was like, bro, you're not even old enough to be there. The other woods going, He's like, I'm like, what's wrong with him? I think he was stopping Carl's Jr., brother. You know what I'm saying? I think he wants a white double Western bacon cheeseburger, brother. In fact, that sounds good. Does it sound good? I'm like, bro, are we supposed to go be looking for a dude that owes you money? And brother, we're all out of 5s, and I know you got a debit card. So if you can buy some good woods, a white Western bacon. Why does it got to be a white Western bacon cheeseburger? Because it's got onion rings on it, brother. We created that shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we eat. We're on the parking lot eating, gang of woods. Brothers are coming out. Black dudes, right? And they're eyeballing. And these ain't no typical brothers right here. These are brothers. Power! These are brothers. Some bloods, right? There's about 4 of them. They come walking out. They see all the whites, and they're just looking at us like, and I'm trying to distance myself. I got my hamburger, and I'm trying to walk away. You know, like I was just giving them money or something. And I'm just, you know, like I helped a couple homeless people. I'm trying to walk away. And the blacks are looking at me, and I'm like, hey, Roach, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Like, well, if they get into us on them, I'm just going to stand by. When they get into, I'll be like, I was in the bathroom. Man, let me tell you something about these woods. Remember I told you these were halfway in, halfway out woods. And they're woods on the streets that just escaped from an inpatient program. There's no loyalty or they don't have to do it mighty white, brother. They say it, different story. So I go to the bathroom, right? I'm in the bathroom. I'm taking an extra long piss. I'm going the extra mile. I'm shaking my shit. My shit's bang. I'm shaking my shit off for a long ass time. I'm actually hitting it against the bowl. Ding, 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 ding. Washing my hands all slow, right? I'm trying to listen, but they got that thing blowing. So I'm like, damn, man. I come out of Carl's Jr., right? I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to order some of those chicken stars, right? So I'm like, hey, can I take the chicken stars and the fried zucchini? I'm ordering shit I never ordered before. I'll take the crisp cut fries with the buffalo sauce. And I'm looking, and I'm like, what? And I go over there, and Roach is slapping high five with the brother. Hey, you motherfuckers got good weed, brother, right? And the black dude's like, y'all motherfucking white boys ain't bad, bruh. Right? I'm like, what? They're like, oh, watch out. There's an essay coming. I'm like, what? What the fuck did everyone turn on us? Deport them. What? Right? So I go over there and meet them. Black dudes are cool. Roach is like, yeah, brother, they got the connect. They got some good old weed. We should buy an eighth. You got a debit card? I'm like, oh, nah, I'm cool. Hey, thank you, brothers. We appreciate it. They're like, hey, take a blunt for the road. We don't really smoke blunts, but today sounds like a good blunt day, right? So they're smoking. I was like, what are you guys doing smoking? I thought you guys did like uppers and shit. Oh, bro, we're gonna do that too. Now that you don't have to put in on. That we got. Ain't that right, Dwarf? Dwarf's like, oh, I got all the dope. I got the good dope. He's like, see what I mean, brother? That's why when you ride with the white man, we're always wide awake, brother. We're not missing shit. I said, is that right? Why'd you miss that Asian dude? You said he had a red car driving by. Get him! So we actually go to this Asian dude's house. He's there. He breaks Roach off some money that he owes him. He's seen all the woods there, and he was like, damn, you didn't have to come like this, Roach. I thought we were cool. We are cool, brother, but there's a lot going on right now. So are you gonna break bread like Jesus said, or I'm gonna break your head like fucking you know what I'm saying, like a white man said. So he breaks bread, whatever. I'm like, Roach, can I get recompensated for all the fucking Western bacon cheeseburger? Brother, I'm gonna have to catch you on a later date and time because the way my money works right now is I gotta make it work for me, not with me. So let's go back to fucking Dwarfwood's house and kick it, brother. Right? So we go back over there. Again, this army dude is stressing me out. He's tripping me out. He's like, yeah, we got to go to Sonora. I got girls in Sonora, right? So I'm starting to really think like, hey, this fool, is he trying to get me to Sonora to do bad things to me? I start tripping out too. All the meth smoking there got me tweaking. I ain't even gonna lie. I was tripping out. Back then I used to do little yays. I was yayed out the game, right? So just gonna keep it real. We're kicking back. And Roach is like, brother, we got to get rid of this dude. He's really fucking my high up. I'm like, yeah, should like make up a story so I could take him to get rid of him. So he's like, look, brother, there's a field. If you drive out towards Fruit Ridge, there's a field. Just take him out there, leave him like an abandoned animal. So I'm like, how am I going to get him out there? I'm going to tell him that he has to go dig something up that I buried out there. You're going to take him out there and you're just going to dip. So it works. I take him out there, I dip. Cold. Man, if this man did not walk back by the time we were getting ready to leave, all sweaty and shit, brother, what happened? You left me. I'm like, oh, man, I didn't even know you were there. Yeah, you see me digging and you just jumped in the car and left hella fast. You kept looking back laughing. We're going to have to catch that fade. I was like, I ain't never heard a white man talk about catch a fade. I was like, all righty. Boop, 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 boop. I was on him. Man, if this dude didn't kick me hella hard in my ass, literally, when I hit, I swung on him. It turned me, this motherfucker kicked me in my ass. Boom! Ah! Right? Roach is like, brother, you did leave him, and it was my idea, and I'll fuck him up after, but that shit is funny, bro. It's hilarious. So Roach jumps in. These woods all start jumping in. I'm like, nah, I feel good. Like they jumped a white man for a brown man. We're not doing it for you, brother. We're doing it for content purposes, right? Anyways, man, these woods were all cool. In fact, a couple of them, man, I got stories about them. They actually stood good friends. End up dropping every one of them off at their pad. Even old boy from Sonora, we took him, threw his ass out like a dead dog. We took everyone. I remember Dwarfwood's like, leave that motherfucker here. I'll use him for target practice. Like, bro, that dude will kick you so hard. You know what I'm saying? You'll go from Sacramento to Dinuba. Stop it. Anyways, we were just kicking back, and they end up being cool people. And I told Roach, I take him home, and his mom says, they're calling and calling. You need to go back. You need to go back. He's like, brother, it was fun. We barbecued. We ate fucking white Western bacon burgers. We did a whole lot of the good shit. I think it's time you take me back. I ended up pulling back, taking this motherfucker back. It was crazy, bro. But that's the type of person Roach was. Halfway in, halfway out. You know, and then later on, he'll tell the story. Hey, remember when I escaped from the fucking inpatient? You didn't escape. You walked out, dum-dum. You know what I'm saying? Brother, we had an adventure, huh? No, I got kicked in my ass in the middle of a field by some fucking, like, we didn't have a good, you had a good adventure. Motherfucker, I spent all my money, got clowned on by some black dudes, and got kicked in my ass by a crazy wood. What? When can the Mexican win? In the next episode of Superwood, the Mexican will win. We're going to get to it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, brothers. And that's the benefit of all people. If they're white, of course. Hey, Roach would be like that. He'd be like, I only fuck with white people. It's because that's just the way I was raised. Oh, this is my son, Jerome. And what he has is called twists in his hair. He was crazy. The gun. Hit a 1 if you like these. Bang, bang.